Hey guys, welcome to our Lenk channel. Today I wanted to go over with you real quick is one of our items is what we call a Model 42. And what this is, it is a micro burner. A lot of people use these in labs, and whether it be dental offices or universities and places such as that. Today we're going to go over a couple things. Number one, how to put fuel in the item. Number two is how to operate it, and actually the workings of the unit itself. So before we get started, when you take it out of the box, this is what it looks like. To make sure that the item that you know is pure, it's a true Lenk item, is it should have our sticker here to identify the Lenk tool. One thing I will mention is this burner, as it is with all of our burners, is not made in China. They're made in Taiwan, and the quality of it is much better as opposed to it being made in China. So I do want to point that out because that's very important to a lot of people, not only us, but to a lot of other people. So to get started, we first have to make sure that we have fuel in this burner, or it personally, to be honest with you, won't work. At the bottom of this, you'll notice there is a small valve here at the back, of a filling valve. In the middle of this valve, there's a small stem. The idea behind that is you want to make sure to use butane fuel. You can't fill it with propane. That's another question that we get asked sometimes. It has to be butane. You'll notice that the butane canisters have this little male valve here that will actually go inside this here to put fuel into the burner. So let's do that first. So it's very hard to do this on camera, but we'll hold this here. We'll put the valve, and you're going to hear a hissing sound when you fill it. Hold it straight. And you'll fill this burner up. Now it takes about maybe 10, maybe 12, 15 seconds max to fill this full of fuel. It's normal to fill, as you're filling the burner with fuel, you'll notice that the burner base will turn cold as you're doing it. That's normal. The can may even turn cool. That's normal. It's also normal to smell fuel as you're doing it. Matter of fact, butane, a lot of folks don't know this, butane is odorless. We actually have to put an odor in here so you could actually smell it to know if there's a leak going on, and basically that's the reason why. But so now that we've got our burner filled with fuel, I already put fuel in it before we did the video. You'll notice here that this label here, it states is to make sure that these holes are lined up. If you can see this hole here, you can see through it. The purpose of that is if you shut these holes, if you shut this valve off, oxygen cannot get to the igniter, and it'll choke the flame out. So it's important to keep these holes open. You'll notice here at the front, you've got a button here that says on in one direction, off in the other, and then you have push. In order to operate it, you'll turn counterclockwise, you'll turn the valve all the way open, and we'll listen for this together. You can hear the fuel escaping. Push this in, you have ignition. You can adjust the flame. Turning it clockwise towards the off position will make the flame flicker. Or we can turn it wide open to make the flame bigger. To turn it off, you simply turn it off. And that's it. So if I push in with it off, it's not going to come on. You've got to turn the valve, if you guys can see this, counterclockwise all the way till it stops. And at that time, push it. You've got a clean flame. Again, Lenk Corporation, how you know it's us. We have our sticker here. It's also certified, passed all of our QC testing. This is a phenomenal product. It's great for a lot of uses. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. 252-527-4186. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.